Okay, here we go. We're currently at Prescott, or actually Ernest Love Field. And we're going to be doing a flight to Blythe. Just it's a fairly quick flight, but anyways, the routing should be up above, so that should be standard. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. It's closed. Alright, that's my short little walk around. We're done there. Just going to go through the memory items and then I'll go through my checklist as well afterwards. Just make sure I didn't forget anything. Circuit breakers are good. Okay, that's down. Set. Alright. Now I'm going to go run through my checklist real quick. Already forgot something. Let's make sure that is off. Checked. Alright. Cool. Alright, the inside inspection has been completed. Before start engine. Alright, this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the battery source off for now. I'm going to get my clearance. You know, that good stuff first so I don't wear down the battery.
Aural warning, okay.
Alright, clearance is on 119.25. Actually, I think I'm going to have to pick up, since this is not towered on PE, I think I'm going to have to pick it up from the nearby center. So, with that said, it looks like Albuquerque Prescott is on
System test.
12767. So I'm going to set that instead. And we are IFR to Blythe. Let me just make sure that's the correct. Yeah, it's called Blythe. This is the route. This is what the route looks like on SkyVector. So basically, we're going to do a go back here. The Prescott 1 departure. So depending on which runway we're going to do, back to Drake. And then from Drake, we're going to fly on Victor 12 to Needles, and then down on Victor 135, all the way down to. Actually, I filed it. This isn't correct. That's kind of what I filed. Should be. Let me just take a look real quick. Actually, I went to. Okay, hold on a second. I just want to verify that's what I filed. No, I filed it from to Parker. I gotta refile this real quick. Hold on. No, that's not right as well. Let me do that again. Hold on. Alright, no, that's all good. Okay, we're set. I just want to make sure that I was doing that because I'm going to plan for either, let me go back, either the VOR DME26 or the VOR DME Alpha from Blythe. So that's why I wanted to file all the way to there. Alright, so that's our plan. So 12767 should be center. So where I'm picking that up is right here, Albuquerque center. And like I said, since Prescott is a non-towered on PE, we're not going to use the standard clearance. That's not even the right one in there, but we're not going to use the standard clearance for Prescott. Let's just make sure I'm logged in real quick. Looks good. I don't hear anybody on the radio, so. It's called Ernest Love Field. I want to make sure. Ernest A. Love Field. I got this. That's why this is wrong right here. It says okay, Ernest Love Field. All right, I just want to make sure. Albuquerque Center, TBM900, Sierra Charlie's on the ground at Ernest Love Field. Like to pick up IFR to Prescott or to Blythe. Now, am I able to get? I don't think maybe my radios don't work with just the standard battery. Let me see here real quick. Because I'm not hearing anything. Let me look at the live map, see where it shows. Maybe I do have to put the battery source on to get my clearance. Nope, it shows them on 127.67 on the PE map, so that's set. So I am on 127.67, so let me just verify that. 127.67. I have my comm mic on and my comm 1 volume up. Just make sure the radios are set here. Looks good. Yeah, since I'm not hearing anybody, I'm going to go ahead and just click my battery source on and see if it makes a difference. I'll go ahead and just let me start this as well so I don't forget. It's fine if it takes a little bit of extra time. Alright, so fuel, I need to put more fuel in this plane. Actually, let me just do this real quick, hold on. Because I don't think that's going to be enough fuel. I'm going to take it from the local market. Let's fill it up. We'll go 200. I think I'm going to do another flight after this as well. So, alright, that's set. So let's restart that. Alright, so we should have 100 on each tank, and That looks pretty good. I got 97 both sides there. All right, I still don't hear anybody in the radios. That's kind of strange. Albuquerque Center, TBM900 Sierra Charlie's on the ground at Ernest Love Field. Like to pick up IFR to Blythe. Still nothing. All right, let me do this real quick, just to see if I can hear them.
Charlie Golf fly heading 070, joins a 173, resume on navigation.
All right.
Left turn
So I can
070
hear him
for
on the receiver.
J173 on navigation through Charlie.
Let me see if I can hear myself through the receiver now. It's kind of odd. Albuquerque Center, TBM900 Sierra Charlie's on the ground at Ernest Love Field. Like to pick up IFR to Blythe. So I could definitely hear myself. Ooh, that was crazy to hear myself like that. So I can hear myself through the receiver, but they're not responding to me. One 127.67 is Albuquerque. Guess I could try another frequency somewhere else. Let's see. That makes no sense.
Falling ground, South State 31 is at the Charlie gates. We're ready to taxi.
Southwest 831 Portland ground, runway 28 right, taxi via Tango Kilo Victor Alpha.
On material right, taxi near Tango Kilo Victor Alpha for Southwest 831.
Frontier Flight 286 not picking up your transponder. Verify transponder on.
Frontier Flight 286, my bad. Wait a minute.
Alright, I'm not hearing them. Albuquerque Center, TBM900 Sierra Charlie, radar check. I can hear myself through the receiver, so there shouldn't be a problem with my mic. Alright, I'm showing on the map at PRC. I'm showing on 127.67. me try something else here. 133.55. That's Los Angeles Center.
For 513 Charlie Golf, contact Salt Lake Center 133.25.
3325 to Charlie Golf, yep.
All right. So I could hear him, and I think that's through the receiver. I should be hearing him twice, so I'm not able to hear him on my radios here.
So like center TBM900 Charlie Golf 113 level 2.
Alright, I turned off my receiver there. I just want to see if I can hear him respond to him. Alright, so I'm going to go through. Everything looks good on the cast, so it doesn't say anything about my radios. Let me just try to pick up the actual clearance from Prescott and see what that does. .25. Prescott clearance TBM900 Sierra Charlie's IFR to Blythe.
For 383 Sierra Charlie Prescott clearance at Blythe Airport. As filed. Maintain 10,000, expect 16,000, 10 is after departure. Departure frequency 133.57, squawk 7020.
TBM900 Sierra Charlie's cleared to Blythe as filed. Maintain 10,000, 10,000. Expect 16,000 10 minutes after to departure frequency 133.57, squawk 7020.
For 383 Sierra Charlie, read that correct.
Okay, so I gotta look at something here. Is that a towered? That's stupid. Let me look here real quick. I just want to see if that's a tower. I don't think that's a towered field on PE. I thought we had to do that differently for non-towered. Well, my mistake, I guess. So maybe that's why he wasn't responding to me. Alright, anyways, well, I'll get through that. Okay, so got my clearance. Gonna just pick up
011.
I get my ATIS as well.
Visual approach runway 21 left, 21 right, in use. Departing runway 21 left, 21 right. Read back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have November. Ernest Love Field Information November. 1853 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 9er. Sky clear below 2000. Temperature 17. Dew point -4. Altimeter 3011. Visual approach runway 21 left, 21 right.
Alright, 3011. Alright, 4980. That kind of checks.
Foreman Towers, that was 831. It's running serve runway 28 right at Alpha, ready to go.
Southwest 831 Portland, turn runway 28 right, clear for takeoff, wind 330 at 4.
I'll take off runway 28 right, South 831, thanks.
Francisco Tower, Frontier Flight 286, hold short Mike 1, ready for departure.
Frontier Flight 286, San Francisco Tower, fly runway heading runway 1 left, clear for takeoff.
I think my, let me just check real quick.
Runway heading 01 left, clear for takeoff. Frontier Flight 286.
25 minutes ago. It could be why it's off a little bit. Let's wait for it to refresh. Alright. go back to my checklist. All right, MFTs initialized, checked. Fuel on board, we have 97 on both sides. ITT is showing 130, that's under 150, that looks good. Volts are greater than 24.5, and that's checked. CAS is as required. Actually, before I do that, let me go ahead and put my flight plan in here so I don't waste any fuel. And we're going, it is going to be DRK Victor 12. Make this easier on me.
Southwest 831 contact departure.
Partner South 831, we'll see you.
Southwest 831, Portland departure,
Getting
radar
off
contact,
at
maintain 15,000.
Needles. Okay, that looks good. And from Needles, we're going to go Victor 135. And that's to Blythe. Gotta go the other way. Okay, that looks good. And that's our whole flight plan. So we'll just review this real quick, just to make sure it looks good. So let's bring up Sky Vector again. I'll bring this up on the screen. And so we got Drake. We're going to be on Victor 12. So we're just going to check Chile, the Mute, Jazzy, Mempi. Obviously, I'm probably not pronouncing these right, but whatever. Okay, to Needles. And then we're going to go from there on Victor 135 to Pike, and then Rogeby to Blythe, and that's it. That's our flight plan, and then we're going to go ahead and put in KB BLH, and that's it. All right. Okay, ignition's in auto PP to on, checked, propeller area clear. Oh, those came back on. Oh, you know why? It's because I had on the payload, so hold on a second. I had it to set when the engines were cool. So, I'll just do this.
Frontier Flight 286, contact departure.
Departure Frontier Flight 286.
So they automatically went back on, because when I did my walk around, the engine wasn't cool enough for them to be on. So
Southwest 831
anyways,
contact
so
Seattle
everything else,
Center
let me just do a quick walk around
135.15.
before chocks are out. Brake was already on, removed. Feeder tubes removed. Door shut. Statics are removed. All right. All right, looks good. Okay, let me get back in there. Okay, propeller is clear. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the door as well.
Frontier Flight 286, NorCal departure, radar
Not sure why
contact,
it
clear
won't
direct
close
SUI
right there. I have to
intersection.
kind of look at the whole door, I think. Oh, I guess up there, I gotta click down here more or less. And let's go ahead and lock that. Okay, starter's coming on. Okay, we're looking for 13. Looks good. Go ahead and low
Southwest
idle.
831 Seattle Center, climbing default 350.
Okay, we'll start our timer. Watching the ITT. Okay, 30 we got NG is 30 before 30 seconds, that's good. We're looking for 50 before 1 minute, that's good. Oil pressure in the green, oil temp is in the green as well. Okay, whoops, I'm gonna check one more thing. Automatic starter is off, that's checked. Okay, after engine start, throttle from a low idle to flight idle. Looking for NG 70% plus or minus 2%. Okay, oil pressure and temps are still in the green, looks good. I should have that on main actually already. It says actually just check the fuel select shift test button. I don't remember doing that before. Okay, so we're looking for, first thing I want to do is look for my gens. So this is at 125, so I can't do the standby test right now. Cast messages are all good except for I need to turn my leads, my AC on. Okay, before taxi checklist, standby instruments. We can turn the timer off now. Okay, our squawk code was 7020. That's set. Initial altitude was 10,000. That's set. And 21 is probably going to be our departure, so let's look at 21 left or right. I would say we're on, we could do 21 left, climb at a heading of 205. Shove the heading in there, 205. Until 7300, then climbing right turn direct to Drake Vortac Bents. All aircraft continue to climb on the Drake Vortac radial 305 to 9000. Aircraft departing on the Drake Vortac radial 305 continue to climb on course. All other aircraft turn right direct to Drake Vortac, then climb on course. Okay. So, this looks pretty fun. And we're going, if we were to continue on the 305 from Drake, which we're not, we can continue to climb on course. Okay. Well, this is going to be a little bit fun. See our takeoff minimums, we don't have to worry about that. We're pretty good there. Flight controls. Let's go ahead and check our we're gonna go full flaps, make sure they go all the way down, and we'll make sure they go all the way back up as well. Right. Full left, full right, full right, full left, and full back, and full forward. Alright, flight controls are checked. Okay, we're indicating flaps are in landing configuration, and they are currently showing actually in landing configuration. So we're going to pull those back up. And we'll just make sure they do come all the way back up and indicating they are up. Okay, right side's checked, left side's checked. Now we're going to go and put them back down for takeoff. That's set. Okay, battery amp is still charging, that's fine. Okay, we'll check our trims. We're going to go ahead and set for takeoff. Okay, a little bit of right rudder trim. Okay, aileron, we're just going to make sure it goes left, goes right. Okay, that looks good. Everything's working as needed. Let me just check my left rudder trim. There it goes. Alright, trims have been tested. Flaps are set. Check our LFE. Let's go FMS. Okay, so it does seem to go to the landing LFE. Weather radar, check for standby. Okay, we're going to feather the throttle twice. Okay, it looks good.
Clearance, stationer 1951 Mike is VFR to Stall Municipal, Foxtrot,
Lena. Nice, so we're under 80 on the amp, so we can go ahead and test the standby now.
For 1951 Mike, departure frequency 119.2.
Okay, main generator CASCOM amp comes on, and then it shows that we're on standby. Generator, that's checked.
Squawk 1535, stationer 1951 Mike.
Back to main.
1951 Mike, feedback correct?
And we're back on the main
flight 286, contact NorCal approach 121.3.
CAS messages has been removed. Taxi light will come on. We'll put that on now. And I don't really need the nav light on since it's daytime, but anyways. Alright, so even though this is a non-towered, I'm gonna call ground. Let me just check this again, because I'm pretty sure this is not towered on Pilotedge.
NorCal approach. Further advise when you have the Monterey wide during say approach request.
Oh, it is towered. Duh. I don't know where the hell I was looking.
Expect that.
What a dumbass.
We're
Okay.
513 Charlie Golf, contact Denver Center 120.47.
Alright, I guess I couldn't look at it properly. Alright, currently we are...
Reno ground, stationer 1951 Mike is at Atlantic Aviation, ready to taxi with Delta.
For 1951 Mike, Reno ground, runway 16 left, taxi via Charlie.
Taxi 16 left via Charlie, stationer 1951 Mike.
Cool. We are on the north ramp. We have the weather and we like to taxi. That's what we're going to be calling here. Let's go ahead and put in ground on 121.7. And then tower is going to be 125.3. Okay, that's ready to go. Left field ground, TBM900 Sierra Charlie North ramp with November taxi.
For 383 Sierra Charlie, press the ground, runway 21 left, taxi via Bravo, Bravo 4 Charlie.
21 left via Bravo, Bravo 4, and Charlie. TBM900 Sierra Charlie. Okay, so we're just going to make, basically we're going to come up here, Bravo, and then Charlie down. Pulled back on the stick just a little bit too hard there. Okay, chocks are already removed. Brakes coming off. Check eye are on. It's clear on the left and clear on the right. Alright, so I'm going to have to redo my departure briefing as I was doing it for 21 left. So when I get down there, I'm just going to go over it. Most likely it's just, I think it's just the initial heading. Seems like I'm getting pretty bad frames right now. Let me check it out. Nah, no, that's actually pretty good.
Frontier Flight 286, descend and maintain 2000.
And clear on the right. And clear left as well.
Tower stationer 1051 Mike is
a little bit too strong on my throttle for movements here.
4951 Mike, clear turn, runway 16 left, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff on 16 left, stationer 1951 Mike.
Pause the check IR for a second. Alright, we'll look at the departure again. We're 21 left. No, I did do 21 left. Okay. Alright. I just gotta review it again, so I know what I'm supposed to be doing here. Let's see if I can get on the center line as well. Wait a second. Oh, okay. 21 left, yeah. I started to confuse myself there. Like, how am I going to get down there? But that wasn't the wrong runway.
Frontier Flight 286, Monterey Airport, 11 o'clock, 19 miles, report in sight.
I can't stay on the center line to save my life. I don't know why. And let me just try to get over into the center first of all. I'm always riding the left side of it. Alright, parking brake's coming on. Check IR off for a second. Let me go back to my checklist. Alright, before line up, landing lights, I'll put those on as soon as I get clearance. Nav lights, I'll go ahead and just put those on now. Strobes coming on as well. Ignition is as required, which is auto. Aux BP is auto checked. Fuel selector is auto. DI system is as required.
1951, Mike, radar contact departure.
Contact departure on 109.2.
Cast messages are
Frontier Flight 286, let's do this instead. 4 miles,
is on.
7 miles from the outer marker, flight path and heading to center, maintain 2000 till south on below flight, clear to IR left.
Takeoff config. AC is on as required, and bleeds are on auto. LFE is checked. I should be putting that on. I'm not sure, but I gotta check that out again. Battery amps are less than 50. That's checked. And cast messages are as required. Altimeter setting. Now, I had it at 3011, but then the range of the field. So I actually went down here. So let me just look real quick on the actual chart. What the altitude should be, just so I know. Elevation right here at the end should be 4963. That's about right.
So that's 314. Arrival for runway 10.
Oh, that's good. Checked. Okay, so my departure is going to be as follows again: 21 left. Going to climb heading in 205 until 7,300 feet, and then make a right climbing turn direct to Drake. And then we're going to outbound from Drake at 305. Let's see what. Let's see if this, put this in here. That's going to be 21 left. Load.
Hour, Frontier Flight 86, final 10.
Frontier Flight 286, Monterey Tower, runway 10, right, clear to land.
10 right, clear to land, 2030.
Yeah, this is going to show me just departing Drake right on the airway. I should be at, I should be fine. My airway here is 10,000. If not, I'm just going to be outbound 305, and then I'll make my, at above 9,000, I'll make my right turn back to Drake, and then depart on the 259 radial. So what I'm going to do in here is put in some backup stuff here. I'm going to put in 114.1. So 114.1.
Flight 286, go around high speed.
Oh, probably. Okay, so we're
Frontier
good there.
Flight 386, ready to be at the
We'll put
airport
it in my
in
nav 2 as well.
Airport on site.
Frontier Flight 386, good. Vehicle approach runway 10 right, make left close traffic, runway 10 right, clear to land.
Left close traffic, clear to land 10 right. Center flight 86.
Alright, I'm set. I think I'm ready. I totally screwed this up. Yeah. Let's go with it. Alright, so we're going to go to tower on 125.3. Departure frequencies 13357. We'll put that in next. Alright, that's ready to go. I'm ready to go. Alright, brakes are on. Let's take the parking brake off. And before lineup, checklist has been completed. Left field tower, TBM900 Sierra Charlie is ready for departure 2 left.
For 383 Sierra Charlie, Prescott Tower, runway 21 left, clear for takeoff.
Left for takeoff, 383 Sierra Charlie. I guess it's called Prescott. I keep calling it Love. Alright, 205 on the heading until we reach 7300, then a right turn direct to Drake, climbing. If we reach 900,000 by Drake, we're going to outbound on the 259 radio. And clear on the left. And clear down the runway. Oh, this runway looks rough. Thought it'd be fun. Somehow I gotta figure out how to line up properly here. Alright, that should be good. Alright, brakes are on. 50% on the torque, sorry, 50 on the torque. Okay, everything's in the green. Okay, let's go it up to about 95. Okay, checks. Roll. A little bit. Okay, everything's still in the green. Airspeed's alive. Look for 90 knots rotation. Pull back. I forgot to put in the toga to get my flight director, by the way. So there it is now. Okay, positive rate gears coming up.
For 383 Sierra Charlie, contact departure.
On departure 383
For 105 on right, radar service terminated, squawk VFR.
Okay, so I'm looking for 7300.
Squawk VFR, resume all nav, stationary 195 Mike, thank you.
Okay, torque looks good. I don't know why I was trimming it. Nose up here. It was looking pretty good. Okay, what is this called? Phoenix departure. Okay. Phoenix departure. TBM900 Sierra Charlie 6,200 and climb 10,000.
For 383 Sierra Charlie, Phoenix departure, radar contact, climb and in 16,000.
Up to 16,000 at 383. Alright, up to 16,000. Okay, so you're looking for 7,300. A little bit better on the trim if I can.
Frontier Flight 286, taxi parking via up or remain this frequency, good day.
Okay, there's 7,300. Not sure why the... Oh, Oh, the flight director's still saying go around. I gotta put my yacht down here. I always forget that.
Sky 123, Seattle Center to the Friday Harbor Airport. Water 7 departure, water intersection direct. Climb maintain 5,000. Departure frequency 125.1, squawk 2134.
We're gonna go heading mode. We're gonna go autopilot's coming on. Not sure why this is gonna keep going. I wasn't turning enough there.
Sky 123, we got it correct.
Alright, we can go ahead and put it in
Go ahead.
climb mode. Oh, I hit the wrong button there.
Yeah, I was going to check that. I thought it was 7,000. Yes, you said you maintain 7,000
Alright,
on the
keep
departure.
turning right. Not sure why I'm not turning direct towards. Heading mode back on. Anytime you change anything on the autopilot, you got to check it, and you can see there it almost bit me in the ass because I wasn't checking it. All right, so currently I can go ahead and put it in nav arm, so I'm arming the GPS, and it's still not turning for. I got it in heading mode, and it's still not turning. Okay, I'm taking autopilot off for a second. Alright, so what I need to do here is go to my flight plan, hit direct, and then enter. Okay, now we can arm. Let's put the autopilot back on. We're in nav mode. Okay, so we're currently active GPS autopilot, and we're currently in
Southwest 831 contact.
climb.
Sky
We're
approach
going to go ahead and set
119.6.
climb speed. Going to increase my speed a little bit here. A little bit slow. Yeah, that was way bad. That was kind of a horrible. I should have just handled it for a little bit longer until I got it stable.
Approach 321 is ascending through 17,800 VAB, follow 3 arrival.
Southwest 831, Big Sky approach, good eye, left runway 10 right.
Okay, this should be turning here, and that's, I'm going to expect it to make a left turn now. Okay, there's my left turn.
Southwest 831, cleared eye, left runway 10 right approach.
Cleared ILS, runway 10 right approach, South 831.
For 3830 Charlie, contact Alberta Center 128.45.
2845, 330 Charlie. Albuquerque Center, TBM900 Sierra Charlie's 13,300, climbing 16,000.
For 33 Sierra Charlie, Alpha Center.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and increase my speed a little bit more. I'm going to get the flaps out. Okay, I'm currently direct to Chile. Alright, I'm going to turn the Trek IR off. I'm just going to verify my route. So Chile, that looks good. Coming up to 14,000, 2,000 to go on the climb. Just verify that I have that set. Set speed. It's pretty good. I think we're set. Alright, inertial's off. Alright, now I'm going to do my after takeoff checklist. Okay, landing gear is up, no lights, flaps are up, checked, torque is, I can actually, I don't know what I was doing there. Oh yeah, no, never mind. I need to leave that for about 40 seconds after I turn the inertia separator off and let it increase on its own. So I'll give that a second. My CAS has been checked, 1,000 to go on the climb. Decrease my rate of climb by increasing my speed here. It was a little rough at the beginning, but I think I got back under the plane a little bit better now. Okay, 200 to go. Capturing it. Alt 16,000. Alright, after takeoff checklist been completed, climb. Altimeters are set, checked. Autopilot is set. GPS, yaw dampener, and out hold is 16,000. Speed's coming up. Torque is 90. Let's go ahead and reset just a hair. Right, cabin pressure, rate differential is all in the green. Fuel's checked and balanced. Battery's looking good, and oil is looking good. Cool, landing lights can come off. I don't know if I ever turn them on, actually. I always say I'm going to turn them on when I take the runway, but I always forget. Check. Nothing's all good, just sorry. So OAT is -10.
Navigation Center, good afternoon, TBM900. 26270.
Breaker 18267, consider.
Alright, so we should be at Mumty next. So we can plan for our descent if we look at the VR26 into Blythe. It wants us to be at Blythe at 4,200.
Southwest 831. Southwest 831, Roger.
Actually, if I just put it in the procedure, it'll put it in. Go here. Alright, just get rid of that, clear that out. I don't even need to do this yet, but I just want to get ahead of the game here. Just take a look at it. God, every time I do that, it goes back. Hitting the wrong button. Light. Alright. Ah! Minimum's there. 760, so 76. I'm just going to plan this approach. I can always do a circle. The other runways as well. So, put it 840. Just to be safe. Yes.
Seattle Center, Sky 123 is with you up. Port Angeles in the turn for the Water 7 departure.
Procedure turn.
Sky 123, Seattle Center, stay altitude guided.
Alright, so
Just
we're...
climbing to 1,200.
Southwest 831, contact Boise Tower.
Oh, that looks pretty cool. Okay. Procedure turn back in, and then, okay, so it's got everything in there. Nice, okay. Alright, check on the fuel, looks good. Engine instruments, pressurization are all in green. Set, let's go ahead and take a look outside for a second.
For 383 here, Charlie, contact Los Angeles Center 134.65.
3465, 330 Charlie.
Sky 123, radar contacted residence Friday Harbor. Weather, data approach request. Okay.
Actually, what I can do here is a little bit quieter. So 3465.
For 71826, descent pass is crested, maintain 50240.
Number 1 Mike, contact German Tower 126.8.
Los Angeles Center, TBM900 is here, Charlie, 16,000, 16,000.
TBM900 Sierra Charlie, Los Angeles Santa Needles, altimeter to 996.
996, right there, Charlie. Alright, so 996.
Brand 67 Papa, airport now 3 o'clock at 4 miles. Brand 67 Papa, clear visual approach, runway 24, contact Palma Tower 118.6.
It's quite a bit difference, actually.
Clear.
Okay, we're direct to Jazzy from...
Cessna 121 Mike, German Tower, enter right downwards, runway 20 right, clear to land. Winds 2203.
From Mumpty.
November 1 Mike, runway 20 right, clear to land.
16,000 selected and active. Alright, let's go back outside for a second.
Marshall 4 Fox Golf, taxi to parking via Alpha, monitor ground, have a good day. November 3 Charlie Yankee, runway 19, clear to land.
That's pretty cool scenery, not too bad.
Grand 4167 Papa Palma Tower, runway 24, clear to land, winds 2403.
So just for descent planning purposes, if we fly, currently flying at about 4 miles a minute, that's going to take us, if we go at 2,000, we can descend at 2,000 feet per minute. But if I just plan for, I'll plan for 1,000 and 2,000 just so I have an idea. It's going to take us 12 minutes to descend. And then 4 miles a minute. That'll be 48 miles if we do it at 1,000 feet descent. And then 24 miles. If we want to do it at 1,500, we can do it 36 miles from flight. So if we look on our sky vector, 36 miles from flight is, so 31 miles is Pike. So
Number 3 Charlie Yankee, on the opposite side of the runway with an assigned unfortunate guidance trail for the Cat 7.
Yeah, 4 or 5 miles if we start descending before Parker, we can descend at 1,500 feet.
November 3 Charlie Yankee, roger.
Also, Center TBM900, see you, Charlie. Like to step away for about 1 to 2 minutes.
TBM3 roger, go ahead. TBM8029 Bravo, summarize our emergency condition at or above 2000, altimeter to 997. November 67 Papa, taxi to parking via Alpha, remaining frequency, have a good day. November 3 Charlie Yankee, left unable, taxi to parking via Alpha, have a good one. November 1 Mike, runway 20 right, clear to land. High 525, so ground, good morning. High 525, clear to Marina Airport, creep 3, departure, Paso Robles transition, minutes filed, maintain 5000, expect 8000, 5 minutes after departure, squawk 5736.
Okay, checking the torque, looks good.
High 525, feedback correct.
Sierra Charlie's back on frequency.
TBM3 roger. High 525, runway 29, taxi via Alpha. November 91 Juliet, roger. TBM900 Bravo, Santa Barbara approach, say request. TBM29 Bravo, squawk 2641. November 1 Mike, your cat time is a pass. Turn right next taxi, taxi to parking via Bravo, remain this frequency, have a good day. November 91 Juliet, contact Circle approach 124.9. TBM29 Bravo, radar contact Santa Barbara altimeter to 994, say altitude. TBM29 Bravo, roger. Cirrus 5191 Juliet, Circle approach, altimeter to 994.
Okay, just coming up on Justin.
From tower runway 29, clear for takeoff.
25 miles to go till Prescott, or till Needles, excuse me. Correction.
TBM3, Sierra Charlie, descended pilot's discretion, maintain 6,000.
Pilot's discretion down to 6,000, TBM3 through Sierra Charlie. Yeah, I'm going to wait for a little while. See what kind of frames we're getting up here. Yeah, that's about normal for me.
Sky High 525, contact Santa Barbara departure. High 525, Santa Barbara departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 8000. TBM900 Bravo approach. TBM900 Bravo, roger, and right downwind to runway 25.
Alright, make my left turn.
November 91 Juliet, contact Los Angeles Tower 120.95. Sierra 5491 Juliet, Los Angeles Tower, runway 25 left, clear to land, wind 260 at 8. Sky High 525, contact Oakland Center 128.7, we'll see you. Sky High 525, that's 128.17, 28.7.
Okay, I'm getting ready. Alright, let's start briefing my approach. So we're going to take Blythe. Alright, first I'm going to do is look at the weather. So the weather of Blythe is currently 030, 5 knots. So we're 2904.
Yes, level proceed is requested, contact Tower 119.7. TBM900 Charlie advise we have Blythe weather and approach request.
Will advise 3 Sierra Charlie.
TBM802 Bravo, Central Tower runway 25, clear to land, wind 21086. TBM2 Bravo 360 approved.
Los Angeles TBM383 Sierra Charlie has got the weather and request the VOR me runway 26 from Blythe. Also 16,000 descending 6,000.
TBM130 Charlie, roger, clear to VOR me runway 26 approach. Report inbound.
Clear for the VOR me 26 approach, will report inbound 336. So I'm going to do about 1,000 feet per minute here. Pull back the throttle just a little bit.
Sierra 9 Juliet, turn left next taxiway, taxi to parking via Alpha, remain this frequency, have a good day.
Okay, before descent check, briefing is completed, kind of. I'm going to take Blythe. I'm going to depart Blythe On the 232, or sorry, on the 052 radial outbound, after 8 miles, we're going to do a right-hand turn for procedure. And then intercept the 232 inbound. Maintain 4200 all the way around at the procedure turn, and then I can hit Blythe radial DME 8. Sorry, the Blythe radial 052 DME 8 and be at 2200 on the way back in, and then we will descend down to let's say 760 feet. Find the runway. Missed approach will be as follows. Climb to 1200, then climb a left turn to 4600 via the Blythe Vortec radial 080 to Jaraz 15 dB and hold. Alright. So let's go to procedure. We're going to go ahead and activate. Right now. Getting a little fast on the torque. Let's pull it back. Okay, the approach has been activated. Yep, that's not what I wanted it to do. Shoot. Okay. I needed to hit Parker first.
TBM900, which side of the field do you park?
Thankfully,
Roger.
I need to be on Parker Blythe 172. Thankfully, it was only a slight turn. Otherwise, I'd have been screwed there activating the approach that soon. See, that's a learning experience for me. I shouldn't have activated the approach until I was on the last leg before the approach.
TBM900 taxi to parking via Alpha Mike. Hold short of runway 15
Now, if you would have said cleared
monitor
direct
ground.
Blythe, then cleared for the approach, then that would have been fine. But he didn't say clear direct Blythe, so that's kind of where the mistake is. Okay, and 2904 is my altimeter. Let's go ahead and set that. And standby as well. Set. Pressurization looks good. Landing elevation is 398. Let's just check that. That looks good. Fuel gauge is checked. 50 on both sides. And it says select for the fullest tank. Well, we have it selected for right, and they're both the same now. DI system as required. Volts are checked as well. Windshield missing protection system as required, and intercept. Go ahead and set that on in a minute. CTAF's on 122.8. Let's not forget it this time. I did before. I might get another frequency change, but just in case I don't, I want to get that prepared. Kicker currently 9,400, descending 6,000. I've actually been cleared for the approach, so I can descend down to 4,200. Actually, he said descending. Well, let's look at the approach real quick again. My speed's just a little bit fast.
Premier 210 to Golf, McLaren, cleared to Montgomery Airport, GFY, heading 250, radar vectors to Mission Bay, direct, maintain 3000, expect 4000, 5 minutes after departure, 5000 not available, departure frequency 119.6, squawk 5177.
Actually, I need to stay at 6,000 until I get there, because this leg
Premier 02, is that correct?
shows that I need to be at 5,400, so until I get to Blythe, I'm not going to descend down to 6,000, 4,200.
TBM900 Bravo, cross runway 15 right at Mike, hold short of runway 15 left.
Okay, checklist is completed. Okay, 1,000 to go.
TBM900 Bravo, cross runway 15 left at Echo, straight into the ramp, have a good day.
Okay, putting the power back in.
Premier 210 to Whiskey Papa ground, runway 24, taxi via Alpha.
Okay, we'll set in here 4,200 next. Okay, we're looking for 4,200. I want to see how well this flies the procedure turn and all that stuff. This will be good to find out. I'm going to slow this thing down just a little bit. Okay, coming up on 4,200. Okay, that we're intercepting the outbound radial. Okay, speed's coming down nicely. I like it. Try to keep it about 210 for now. Okay, next is our procedure turn here. Not sure why it's okay. I'm just making sure it's not turning left here. Just trying to see when it's going to actually fly the procedure turn. Looks like about 15 DME. It looks like it's going to want to try. Alright, there's the right turn. And once I get back around, I can arm the approach. Okay, let's time this thing. Should be about 1 minute. Alright, minimum set, comms, nav, GPS all set. Pressurization's checked. That looks good. LFE set for 398 checked. Fuel gauges are checked, equal about 50. I got a little bit more in the right. I'm just going to put it on the right, and it's already set. That looks good. Coming up on 30 seconds for that procedure turn. Amps and volts, they're all in the green. Checked. DI system is as required. Checked. Inert SEP is on. Landing lights are also on. Okay, it looks like it's going to make that left turn. Alright, that's about a minute. I was a little late on my timer, so it should be turning left now. So once I'm on the 232, I can descend down to 2200. Go ahead and reset that. I'm not sure why it should be turning left here. It's not. I'm just going to give it a second, see what happens. That's a very, very weak procedure turn. It's not turning very much. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to help it out. Let's put it in heading mode. Frames are just getting tagged hard. What's going on here? Yeah, that's pretty much... Alright, they're coming back. Nope, gotta keep going more with that heading. So what we're gonna do is activate that leg. Back to nav mode, and basically it's gonna arm that as soon as I get to intercept it. So I'm gonna intercept it on about 260. That looks pretty good. And again, once I'm on the 232 inbound a leg, I can descend down to 2200. Yeah, I didn't do that procedure turn too well. That's alright. I was trying to see if it would come back to life, but it didn't. Our approach checklist has been completed. Okay, we should be picking up the GPS now. There it goes. Okay, so now we can descend down to 2200. Los Angeles Center TBM900 Charlie's on the inbound leg. You probably can't hear us anymore. Probably out of range. Los Angeles Center TBM900 Charlie's on inbound leg. Frequency H probe will cancel on the ground there, 383 shoot Charlie. Alright. Let's go ahead and get our speed down a little bit, coming up. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and descend down to a 8, we'll go 800 feet.
Landing gear.
Okay, switch it over. Blythe traffic. TBM3830 Charlie's VOR DME 26 short final. Oh man. Come on, baby. Okay, gear coming down. Okay, we're looking for Blythe 3 miles. It never switched over, so I must have screwed something up here. I'm going to go ahead and just get visual on the runway. There we go. Autopilot's coming off.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate.
Okay,
think
full
rate.
flaps.
Think rate. Think rate.
500. Minimums.
I waited a little too long to make that turn to final. Actually, I just didn't want to turn it that quickly. Okay, let's verify gear. Okay, landing lights, gear, full flaps, looks good. And I should have done that a little bit earlier as well. You see, this is going to be a little bit sideways on the landing here.
Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate. Think rate.
Okay. Oh, don't do that to me. Ugh, that was pretty rough. Let's get off the runway. Blythe traffic, TBM330, Sierra Charlie's clear 26. Blythe. I'll just go up here and park.
November 1 operator contact 1 mile southwest of
Flaps are
Paradise.
coming up.
Climb and maintain 9000. Ontario altimeter to 996.
I forgot to put the separator on there. I'm going to go turn on now.
Archer focus to Golf, traffic 1 o'clock, 2 miles, crossing right to left. Altitude indicate 3300.
Los Angeles Center, TBM383, Sierra Charlie's on the ground safely. Like to cancel offer.
TBM383 Sierra Charlie, Los Angeles Center, Alpha cancellation received, we'll see ya.
See you later. See you. 383 Sierra Charlie. Alright. Okay, we're back on the... Alright, let me get... I should have done my clear runway checklist, which I didn't do. This place is bare. Okay, brakes coming on. Flight idle. Flight idle. We're going to do our timer. Start. That'll be 2 minutes. Alright, let's go back to our clear runway checklist. I gotta work on my approaches. They're definitely bad. Taxi light nav's off, strobe lights are off. DI system as required trims. Let's go ahead and reset for takeoff. Oops, wrong way. And rudder trim will go ahead and shove to the right a little bit. Okay, that's set. Flaps are up. AC's as required. We can go ahead and turn that off now. Leads are coming off as well. Weather radar. Should have set this before we came into here. Flight plan. Let's go weather radar. It's probably on. I never turned it on, so it's still on standby. It looks good. And that was the runway clear checklist. Now let's do a engine shutdown. Park brake set. External lights are all off. Internal lights are off. Oxygen, would turn that off. Checked. Fuel selectors to man. Trims are off, AC's off, leads off, throttle, flight idle 2 minutes. Okay, let's look at our timer. It's 1:36, so we got a couple seconds to go. Alright, there we go. Okay, we'll hold that for about 15 seconds, so until about 2:25. Okay, now cut it off. Initial separator off. Alright, we're looking for aux BP pump on, boost pump on. Aux speed boost pump on, that's checked. Turn that off. Generator off. Source off. Crash down, and standby instruments are off, which will take a while. Okay, so let's go ahead and end our X economy flight. There we go. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do another flight out of here. We're going to do this one to San John Wayne. I'm just looking at flight plans here, see where I can, what I can file. Well, let's see. I do the Disney 4, I'd have to go all the way up to Needles. It's not the worst thing in the world, but that'd be kind of good. I could practice the RNAV, VNAV actually. Sorry, the VNAV portion of it. Let me just do that. I'll file this. We're just gonna do. We're gonna go Needles, and then we'll do the Disney 4. So EED Disney 4. I'm not gonna do this right now. I don't think I have enough time for it just yet. Let me just check, see how long the flight this is. 160 miles. Let's see real quick. Yeah, I think I'll do this different actually. Let me see what kind of departure I'm gonna need. Life. Alright, so it's going to be to Blythe, so that we can start our flight route from Blythe. Alright, to thermal. Alright, so we do arrival and approach. So that's the Yankee. We don't want to do that one. So DEKRT. Let's see what that is. Yeah, I'll just do a visual, because coming from this way, this is not, unless I have to, but I don't think we're going to make it. just setting up my flight plan here. How much fuel am I going to need? Let's see. I should have plenty. Alright, so departure procedure is going to be, I'm going to take off from, let's see what our winds are right now. 0305. So I'll take runway 8. Alright, so we're going to climb. We're going to turn right climbing. Turn right to runway, okay. One 80, and then the Blythe radial 120, then climbing left turn direct to Blythe. So we're going to go out, we're going to turn right, 50. And climbing left turn back to Blythe. Alright, 2000 is fine. Alright, inside inspection, baggage stowed. Seats, passenger oxygen's good. Oxygen's coming on. External lights all off. Internal lights are all off. Everything's good there. Okay. And that looks good. Okay, so we're set. The two things I gotta check more often is this and that. So the micro or mask selector and then my dump needs to be guarded. And then the last, these three things. That, I haven't been checking that and that. Everything else looks good. I'm not going to get any clearance on the ground. I'll just pick it up in the air. So again, I'm going to climb, make a climbing right turn 1500 on, and then on Blythe, radio 120, then a climbing left turn, turn direct to Blythe. Just make sure that looks good.
Auto warning, okay.
Okay, test our lights down below. We kind of already did this, so we don't actually need to do this every flight, but since we just got in this plane, we don't have to do it, but just for practice, I want to do that anyways.
Pause system test, okay.
Alright, MFD is initializing. Fuel on board. That's not enough. We have to refuel. I gotta cancel this flight real quick and then just restart it so I can put some fuel in there. Okay, that's canceled. Let's put some fuel in there. Let's go fill to 150. And we're gonna use a local market, I guess. Okay, that's done. Okay, so we should have 75 each tank. For some reason it doesn't show that. So 65, that's good enough. Alright, and we're looking, the ITT is a little bit high right now, so we're gonna have to do a motoring before. Okay, ignition should be off. Auto BP is on. Let's check. We should have aux boost pump on. Yep. Propeller area is clear and starter on 2 seconds and off. Okay. Then let's look for our timer. Yeah, we don't need timer. It's already going down. Okay, I'm going to turn that down now, or turn that abort it. Okay, start abort, then off, checked, and then BP off, then we can turn on our ignition to auto. Okay, let's go ahead and start our engine. Engine start, ignition to auto, aux BP on, verified it shows on, check, propeller area clear, prop, and let's go ahead and start this bad boy. Okay, let's start our timer. Okay, 17 on the NG, go ahead and put it in low idle. Good for 30 NG by 30 seconds, checked, and then 50 by 1 minute. Okay, there's 50, looking for 52 as well. Okay, oil pressure and temps, they look good. Okay, off on the auto starter, that's checked. Now, after engine start, throttle from low idle to flight idle. Okay, 70 plus or minus 2% checked. Oil pressure temps are still good, checked. Aux BP going to auto. Fuels demand to auto. And then AP trims are on. Generator test, we can test this out. If we're below, we're at 100 on the amp, so we have to wait until it's below 50. Cast messages are all good as expected, and then we're going to go bleeds AC on. Alright. Amps are starting to come down nicely. Alright, before taxis, checklist, standby instruments. Looks good, 2994, and everything looks like it's initialized, set. Go ahead and reset our timer there, that's fine. Right, trims. Actually, I'm not done yet. Okay, inertial set is on, and flight controls we checked. We already know that I just got done with this flight, so there should be fine. That's good, and front, forward, and back. Looks good. Okay. Put the flaps completely down. I shut my door. And we need to shut the cargo door as well. What we'll do is go outside here and walk right into the blades. Normally I should set up a view from inside so I can just close this from the inside. I haven't set that view up yet, so I have to just do it this way for now. Alright, that's set. Okay, so we're indicating landing on the flaps. And they are... Yep, that looks good. Alright, coming up. Okay, we'll test out our trims. Right aileron, left aileron checked. Nose down, nose up, and back to takeoff, and then rudder right, rudder left. That's set. Alright, flaps are up. Now we'll go ahead and put them to takeoff. That's set, checked. And let's go ahead and put in a flight plan. It's detected us at 44 CA, but that's incorrect. We're actually at KBLH. Alright, we're going to go from we're going to go to BLH, LH, Blythe, and then on Victor 64, all the way to TRM. So it's only showing shady and TRM, so let's check that out real quick. Alright, so that's shady and TRM, that's perfect. Okay. And then from there, actually, it should be Victor 64 to Wukru. So let me go back. Yeah, it's more like it. Okay. Okay, that looks good. Wait, so that says shady again. So we gotta just delete this. Hold on. Let me just redo this. Let's see if I delete that. Clear. Enter. Clear. Enter. And then we're gonna put in landing is gonna be at K. Orange County. That looks good. Alright. Flight plan set. And weather radar. Standby. That's set. Throttle is, let's feather that thing twice. Alright, and bring it back. Alright, CAS messages are as expected. Standby instruments are good. Taxi lights will come on as soon as I taxi. We're on 122.8. We're going to pick up our clearance in the air, and I'm either going to use the frequency I was last given, or I'm going to look for one that's a little bit closer. Alright, so what do we got here? 134.47 is the closest one I see. So 134.47. 134.47, we'll pick that up as Los Angeles Center. That looks good. We're gonna squawk VFR for now. That looks good. We're gonna actually fly. I'm gonna fly with my VOR to Blythe. Blythe's on 117.4. Put in both of my alright, and then we're gonna go 117.4 as well here. Okay, so we're gonna also put in the course. we want to be direct to Blythe. Okay, that's pretty good. And then we also want to be on the outbound for Victor 64, which is 258. So I'm going to set 258 for my backup, or sorry, my nav 2 course. Okay, so that's set. Hey, what's going on, man? How's it going? I'm just getting ready to depart here. Blythe, I'm doing an FSE economy. FS economy flight into John Wayne. Still trying to get all the get this airplane down. It's definitely a good learning experience for sure. All right, so there's our flight. So we're going to take off runway 08, make a right-hand turn on. Actually, I have to change my settings here. Hold on. The Blythe departure procedure. We're going to runway 8. It's going to be a turning right turn, climb to 1500. Hey, thanks for the follow. Climb on a right turn to 180 on the heading, and climb to 1500, and on the Blythe radio 120. So what I'm going to do is set VOR number 1 to 120. Oops. Alright, that's good. We're going to set our heading for 180. And again, I'm going to pick up my IFR in the air somewhere around Blythe. So I'll just call in... okay, so again, on the procedure, so 1500, 180, and on the Blythe radio 120, then a left turn direct to Blythe. And that's what we're going to do. Good luck. And then after that, we'll depart Blythe on the 258 outbound on the Victor 64. And we filed for 22,000. We'll have to pick up our IFR, obviously, before we get to flight level 180. Cool. I'm ready to taxi. And the taxi light is already on. We'll go ahead and put nav light on as well for now. I could put this pulse. Let me check out. See if that works. There we go. Let me go back over here real quick. Look at it from the front. Alright, yeah. Okay, so we're going to taxi to, let's pick up our, we don't have a airport diagram, but if we look here, take a look at what we got here. And we just pull the range in, and there we go. So we're going to come up here, we're going to make a left turn, we're going to cross 3.5 all the way down to 2.8. Alright, chocks are removed, brakes are coming off. And they're off. Let's do a quick brake check, and it's set. Need to pull this back to taxi range. And do a left and a right rudder check. That's good. Clear on the right and clear on the left. Alright, I haven't heard any traffic on the comm, so would expect nobody to be landing at 3.5, but I'm just going to call it in anyways. Blythe traffic, TBM900 Sierra Charlie's crossing a 3-5. Blythe. I don't know what taxiway I'm on, to be honest. I don't see any runway or airport markings for it. Otherwise, I would announce the actual taxiway. Okay, it's clear, clear. And let's see if I can actually be centered on that center. Blythe traffic, TBM900 Sierra Charlie's clear 3-5. Blythe. Blythe. It's pretty much a dead airport. I was trying to get this airplane back to back to John Wayne. Somebody had taken it over to Prescott, so I'm kind of getting getting it back there at least. Okay, a little bit fast. Gonna pull the throttle back just a hair. I'm gonna depart VFR, pick up my IFR up in the air. Yeah, I'm always on the left of the center line. I can do better. Okay, let's do our before lineup checks as we're coming in. Landing lights. I'll leave those off for just a minute, even though I always forget to turn them on. Ignition, strobes, aux BP, all that are as required. Fuel selectors to auto as required. And we got enough fuel, and that looks good. DI system is as required. We'll put the pitot as soon as I stop here. Okay, those are checked. Inert SEP is on. Takeoffs, trims are set to takeoff. Flaps are takeoff as well. AC is as required. Bleeds as required. Fuel gauge is checked. Batteries less than 50 amps. And it's at 36. Checked. Standby instruments are checked. Cast messages is as required. And altimeter settings are checked. We're going to fly 400 feet AGL, which is about 800. Make a right turn 180, 1500 on the radio 120 from Blythe. Then make a left turn direct to Blythe. Then outbound Blythe 258 on the Victor 64, climbing up to flight level 220. We'll pick up our IFR somewhere over Blythe on 134.47 on LA Center. Any questions? No questions here. All right. Takeoff briefing has been completed. That looks good. Oops, don't want to do that. Alright, looks good. Alright, clear. Traffic's clear and clear. Blythe traffic. TBM900 Sierra Charlie's departing at 208 Blythe. Alright. Landing lights coming on. Yeah, I actually remembered. Wasn't the lineup I wanted, but okay, that's fine. Looking for 50% on the torque. RPM is set in the green, 2000 checked. NG, ITT, oil pressure, oil temp is all good. We're ready to go, pushing it up, 95. And parking brakes released, we're on the roll. Alright, throttle set, checked. Instruments are still in the green, see if I can stay on the runway. Airspeed's alive, looks good. We're looking for 90 knots for the rotate. There's 90 and pulling up. One thing I forgot to do is set my toga to give me my flight director. Looks good. Gears coming up. Okay, looking out for traffic, very important, especially in a VFR departure, non-tarred airport. Okay, a little late on my turn, but that's okay. Just trying to get my bearings here. Looking for 180. All right, flaps coming up. Okay, we're going to arm the heading mode. Yaw dampener's coming on as well. Okay, looking for 180 on the heading. Alright, looking out for traffic. Looks good. There's 180. Okay, we're above 1,500 feet, which is good. We're looking for the 120. Then we're going to make a left turn back towards Blythe. Alright. Looking good. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try to set my trims a little better here. It's a little shaky right now. Alright, hand flying this is actually one of the easier ones to hand fly. As long as you get your trims set properly, you're good to go. Alright, I can actually climb a little bit higher if I wanted, or a little bit faster rate, but I like where I'm at here. Alright, track hour is getting turned off. We'll go back to my after takeoff checklist real quick. Landing gear up, checked. Flaps up. Torque is set, good enough. Standby instruments are good. Cast messages are good. We'll go ahead and turn off the separator now, that's fine. Okay, 120 radio's coming in. Make our left turn back direct to Blythe. Okay, torque's a little bit high. Let's go ahead and bring it down just a hair. That's good. Okay, looking out for traffic. Alright, looking pretty good there. Alright, just trying to get my direct to Blythe down here. Alright, I need to turn just a little bit better here. Otherwise, I'm going to be spinning in circles. spinning this thing the wrong way. It doesn't help either. That should be right. It should be to the right, actually. I don't. Kind of screwing myself up here. There. I went a little bit too far. This thing's very sensitive. That's half the problem here. All right, let's on track here. Let's go ahead and put my heady mode on. I'm gonna put the autopilot on so I can kind of get set up for talking. All right, so we're on heady mode, and let's go ahead and put the autopilot on. That's checked in heady mode. Okay, one thing I didn't do here, let's turn the autopilot off real quick. One thing I failed to do is put my altitude up to 22,000, so let me do that real quick. Alright, we're arming that. Heady mode. And it doesn't want to climb. It still wants to put it in 800 feet for some reason. Alright, come left 259. I gotta figure that out real quick while I'm trying to deal with this. Also looking out for traffic. Okay, so some reason my alt still says 800 here. I have it set. I shouldn't even have my autopilot on right now. I don't know how to get rid of that. You know what? I do know how to get rid of that. Don't be an idiot there. Alright, autopilot's coming on. There we go. Alright, heading. Alright. Jesus Christ. Okay. Let's go ahead and switch frequencies. Yeah, that was a struggle.
1 Julie Golf, descend and maintain 4,000.
Coming up on 10,000 now. Alright, I could turn my landing light. I could turn it off a while ago. But...
Number 1 Julie Golf, negative, descend and maintain 4,000.
Okay, we're set to nav. Okay, so now I'm just tracking the radial outbound on the 259. Should be coming up here. I'm gonna go ahead and slow my rate of climb. I can actually put in the flight level climb and set my speed right there. That looks good. I'm currently, let's see here. Let's go PFD. We're gonna go put my DME on there. We're 5 miles west of Blythe, Los Angeles Center. TBM900 Sierra Charlie's 5 miles west of Blythe. I'd like to pick my IFR2, John Wayne.
TBM900 Sierra Charlie, Los Angeles Center. Maintain VFR, squawk 7020.
Maintain VFR 720233, Charlie. Alright.
Verify 7020 for TBM3 Sierra Charlie.
7020383 Sierra Charlie. I think that's what I said. But maybe not. 7. Yes, I'm supposed to be maintaining VFR, but I'm trying to do this all at the same
Number
time.
1 Juliet Golf, fields 10 o'clock, 8 miles, advise when you have it in sight.
Okay, so we're on VFR. Flight climb is 164. We're looking good.
12,000.
12,000.
Juliet Golf, fields 10 to 11 o'clock, 6 miles, advise when you have it in sight. Number 1 Juliet Golf, clear visual approach runway 20 right. You
All right,
can
let's go ahead and
extend
get
it
back
downwind
out
as much as
visual.
you need.
Looking for traffic. Looks good. Looks good. Alright. One thing I need to do as well is I should put this on operate mode. That looks good.
Number 5 Mike Whiskey, just to maintain 6,000.
Put our weather radar on weather as well.
Number 5 Mike Whiskey, just to maintain 6,000. Number 1 Tango Whiskey, contact Joshua approach 126.1.
Okay, so the next thing I can do is actually put in, it says Blythe to Shady, I can actually put in a select.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain 8,000.
One thing I want to do real quick is, just in case something weird happens when I select.
November 1 Tango Whiskey, contact Joshua, approach 126.1.
There we go, so we're on GPS now.
November 321 Tango Whiskey, how do you hear SoCal?
Alright, kind of did a little bit of...
Number 1 Juliet Golf, contact John Wayne Tower 126.1.
Alright, I gotta listen for my call sign. Alright, after takeoff checklist is completed, climb.
Number 1 Tango Whiskey, I see you squawking 7600 if you hear this transmission, ident.
Torque looks, I can actually get my torque up a little bit higher. Okay, that looks good.
TBM at 3, Sierra Charlie's radar contact 13 miles west of the Blythe, you are clear to the John Wayne Airport, as filed, climb and maintain flight level 220.
TBM 383, Sierra Charlie, clear to John Wayne as filed, climb and maintain flight level 220. Alright.
So 1 Juliet Golf, John Wayne Tower, 120 right, clear flight.
Okay,
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain 7,000.
I'm as filed, so I'm looking good. So there we are.
5 Mike Whiskey, traffic,
That's
12 o'clock,
picking up an IFR flight plan
8,000,
in
7,000
the air. It's can be a lot easier to do it that way and quicker. So now I'm flying IFR. You don't have to be as visual out the cockpit. I can actually be more instruments in here, paying attention to everything else. Okay, so I can kind of, I don't want to say relax, but now I can start thinking about the things I should be looking at here. Engine instruments, my cabin pressure, my fuel, my electrical. Everything is in the green. I'm currently on GPS, which is from Blythe to
November
Shady.
7215, Burbank clear.
33 miles to go, and GPS, and we're in the climb at 164 knots, which is fine. We also have ALTs armed for 22,000, which is flight level 220. And when I get to 180, I'm going to go ahead and put in standard pressure on both. I can actually do,
7215, okay, are you hearing yourself on the radio? Is that what you're saying?
I can actually hit, I think I can go
Okay, that's because you're tuned to Burbank ground and clearance.
standard there. I'm going to go ahead and set that in now.
On 2 different radios, just turn off the second radio. Number 5 November X-ray, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Okay, autopilot's checked, torque's checked, CAS is looking good.
TBM 29 Bravo.
Weather radar is as
and maintain
pressurization.
6,000.
Already checked that, looks pretty good. Fuel gauger's done that. Volts, all that is good to go. So
Number 5 Mike Whiskey, turn right heading 360, vectors visual approach, descend and maintain 3,000. Team speak must be hot, but November 5 Mike Whiskey, turn right heading 010, vectors visual approach, descend and maintain 3,000.
If you look here, this is kind of cool. You can see that it's my plane looks like it's doing a crab, and if you look at the weather, or if you look at the wind,
X-ray SoCal approach, John Wayne, altimeter 2990, the wind 190 at 8, runway
right
20
there,
left and
and
right
that's
on
kind of
use.
why I'm doing the crab.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, turn right heading 010, vectors final approach course, descend and maintain 6,000.
Cool, we can go ahead and look at some of the stuff here, the fuel, electrical.
No 1 Julie Golf, taxi straight ahead to the ramp, have a good day.
See them all actually looking
Okay.
good.
TBM 29 Bravo, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
Look at the fuel system, looks like showing my fuel flow.
TBM 5 Mike Whiskey, clear visual approach.
There's so many TBMs, so I have to listen every time he says TBM, so. And there we go. Alright, one thing I'm going to do is put the FMS in, and that's KSNA. I'm going to get that set now, it's no big deal. I could put the terrain in there, and I don't need the airways necessarily.
TBM900 Bravo, SoCal approach, thanks for Yankee, altimeter 299, expect visual approach from 20 right.
We could show the checklist here. What I'll do is I'll go up, and I'll select my cruise checklist. That'll be the next thing. Okay, so I can go to, I think it goes push standard here, so 29902, that's set.
TBM5 Mike Whiskey, contact John Wayne Tower 128 points, correction 128.6.
Okay, I'm on the cruise, so once I get to my cruise, we'll go ahead and go through this checklist.
You passed the test, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8. Sorry, I was on the landline.
Alright, we can put the torque up more.
Oh yeah. TBM5, Mike Whiskey, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right. Clear to land, wind 1908. Citation 7 Tango Sierra, descend and maintain 3000.
Cool, looking good. ITT pressures are all good as well.
75 November X-ray, roger. Verify landing John Wayne. 75 November X-ray, okay. I think it would be operationally a bit more efficient if you just stayed with me. Then I'll hand you off to the tower. Is there a reason you want to drop service now? The 598 X-ray, for that to work, you'd have to specifically descend below the Charlie airspace. They'd have to re-identify you on the radar. It would be very inefficient. Just remain this frequency. I know you're landing at John Wayne. I'll hand you off to the tower when it's appropriate. No worries.
Alright, 1,000 to go on the climb.
TBM5 Mike Whiskey, you okay?
So I can actually start speeding up a little bit here, slow down my
Roger,
rate
very
of
good.
climb.
November 7215 Charlie, I have nothing on file for you. What is your departure request? Okay, if it helps, you didn't put a November in your call sign, so if you're filing as November 7215 Charlie, that's why it's not picking it up, because it doesn't match the call sign. You should reconnect with the November prefix. TBM 200 Bravo, descend and maintain 3000.
Okay, 200 to go. Pushing the throttle up a little bit more, increasing that torque. There we go. Alright, so let's go through our cruise checklist.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra, turn right heading 080.
I'm going to go through the one that's on the screen, then I'm also going to go through the one that's in the POM. So
7 Tango Sierra, thank you. Who else is calling?
got the throttle set. Pressurization.
7 Tango Sierra,
check.
traffic 2 to 3 o'clock, 1 mile southwestbound altitude indicates 3,200.
And we're going to check everything like that. Cruise parameters.
Alright, you should pass just to the south of you.
It's currently negative 22 OAT.
Over 7215 Charlie Burbank clearance, I still have nothing on file for you. You can refile it.
That would cause any problems with any icing, so I think we're set there. Alright, so now I'm going to go through my POM checklist. Altimeter set, barrel.
November 5 November X-ray, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
Check for GPS and alt 22,000, which is 50220 torque. Currently at 97%. ITT
Search at 1 Whiskey Alpha, begs for ground.
780 looks good, and NG is 99.1, looks good.
Number 1 Whiskey Alpha, runway 30 right, taxi via Alpha 3 Alpha
good.
Bravo.
My cast is checked, clean, pressurization is checked, amps and volts all in the green.
775 November X-ray, John Wayne Tower, enter left base, runway 20 left.
Inert separators off, DI system is as required, and landing lights are off. Just check that.
Number 5 Mike Whiskey, taxi to straight ahead to the ramp, actually Bravo to the ramp. If that works.
So, we'll figure.
November 7 Tango Sierra, turn right heading 170 John 15.
We got a little bit of while here, but top of descent. Let's see if we get to work row, which is
November 5, November X-ray, enter left base, runway
about
20
7
left.
miles from the airport. We could, if we're there right around 3...
Citation 7 Tango, Sierra, 5 from London, maintain 3000
feet.
until established on localizer,
That's
cleared ILS, runway 20 right
20,000
approach.
We can descend, and we'll be roughly about 4 miles a minute. So if we do 1,000 feet
November
descent,
7215 Charlie, negative, but I am receiving other
that's
people's flight
88
plans.
miles. If we do a 2,000 feet, that'd be 44 miles.
Where is the, what's your destination?
And then if we do 1,500, that'd be 60.
Okay, say the type of aircraft and equipment suffix, the altitude, and I'll ask you for the route in a separate radio call. Boeing 15 Charlie, Roger, I have your request. November 29 Bravo, turn left heading 040, vectors for sequence, descend and maintain 3000. November 29 Bravo, affirmative. November 215 Alpha, Long Beach Tower, taken your location. November 215 Alpha, report straight in, runway 26 right. November 15 Alpha, sorry about that, report a 3 mile final for runway 26 right. November 5 November X-ray, traffic 7 mile final for the parallel will be a citation, runway 20 left, cleared to land. Citation 7 Tango Sierra, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8. November 29 Bravo, turn right heading 090. November 717 Tango Sierra, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 right, clear to land, traffic 2 mile left base of the parallel is a Skymaster.
Until we get to TRMs.
November 3 Sierra Charlie, descend and maintain 14,000, Palm Springs, altimeter 2987.
At a 14,003 Sierra Charlie.
Number 1 Whiskey Alpha, Bakersfield Tower, runway 30 right, clear to land on course as approved.
Alright, so we got 14,000.
Number 1 Whiskey Alpha, runway 30 right, cleared for takeoff on course as approved.
Okay, we'll start descending. Alright, descent checklist. Altimeters.
Number 35 Echo Sierra, I think it was Ontario Tower, loud and clear.
Palm Springs is altimeter. I didn't hear what he said, unfortunately. It's 2987.
Slip 01, Las Vegas clearance on request. Number 2, standby. TBM900 Bravo, turn right heading 170. Out of the turn field will be 12 o'clock, 8 miles, advise when you have it in sight. November 5 November X-ray, plan for a 20-degree offset to the final for 20 left. That'll keep you clear of the 20 right arrival.
Okay, before descent, briefing approach, we're just going to do a visual. 20.
Citation 7 Tango Sierra.
Altimeters are set for now. We'll go ahead and put in 28.
TBM29 Bravo, fly heading 190, field 1 o'clock, 8 miles.
2987, we'll get that ready to go. That's set on there.
Number 29 Bravo, clear visual approach, runway 20 right,
we got landing elevation as well.
John Wayne Tower. And that's 126.8.
Okay, it's is taking negative 350. Fuel gauges are checked. We got about
2365 Echo Sierra, John Wayne, clearance.
Amps
I do not have anything on file for you. Did you file?
It's good, and inert SEP is as required for now.
Okay, you'll be number 3 when you get back with the flight plan. Over 7215 Charlie, clearance available. Branch ready to copy.
Let's just take a quick look outside real quick while we got a second. Oh, guess what? I never did turn off the pulse.
Calling Canyon Tower, remain outside the Class Delta airspace. I'll call you back in a moment. November 7215 Charlie, cleared to the Las Vegas McCarran Airport Van Nuys 3 departure. Daggett transition. Clar 3 arrival. Maintain 4000. Expect flight level 250 5 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 135.4. Correction 134.2. Squawk 5452.
Not a bad view. There's Palm Springs right over, I think it's right here.
No, 15 Alpha Romeo 26 right, cleared land.
This is the I-10.
Number 15 Charlie, go ahead and read
This
that.
goes all the way into LA. This 10 here. Oop. Where are we at here? Let's look at our flight plan. Okay, there we go. So we just passed TRM, which is thermal.
115 Charlie, read that correct.
We should be on Korla next. Yep, we're Korla. And then Baldy Hap.
TBM900 Bravo, John Wayne Tower, Roman 20 right, cleared to land. Number 5 November X-ray, where do you park?
Okay, so 2987. I need to start descending just a little bit quicker.
Okay, you mean just north of 20 right along Bravo? Number 5 November X-ray, roger, hold short of runway 20 right, landing traffic. Number 5 November X-ray, actually if you can hustle there, cross runway 20 right at hotel, no delay, then taxi ramp for your hotel Bravo. TBM900 Bravo, traffic will cross downfield prior to your arrival.
Alright, that looks pretty good. At Torque Spot 97 looks pretty good.
7 Tango Sierra Roger, taxi to the ramp via Bravo. Seaman, 172 Mike Charlie, Canyon Tower, report a 2 miles straight in runway 21. Number 5 Denver X-ray, Roger.
Back to the checklist. So approach shows altimeters, gauges.
Loop 701, I'm working on the clearance way now.
Fullest tank. Right now it shows the right tank, so let's go ahead and we'll just set that to right tank. Okay, it's set for the right tank. It's fine. And torque's a little bit high.
3365 Echo Sierra on request number 2, standby.
Okay, let's just check.
Slip 01 cleared to the Charlie Yankee Hotel Mike Airport, stab 8 departure. Gulf Creek transition.
Descending at 13.
Dennis filed Columbia Sid.
100, and
departure
we have
frequency
Alps
125.2, squawk 2441.
For 14,000 as assigned. Alright, minimums.
Number 215 Alpha, Long Beach Tower, Roger. If you just hear me issue an IFR clearance, it's really a good idea to wait for the pilot to read back unless it's an absolutely critical call that you have. Number 215 Alpha, just hold position. Sloop 701, go ahead with the read back. slip 0112.
Okay, 1,000 to go on the descent.
Otherwise, read back correct. Five 215 Alpha, say parking.
Don't make me say
So 172 Mike Charlie, runway 21, clear to land.
parking. Don't make me do it. Don't make me say parking.
529 Mike Charlie, John Wayne ground, runway 20 left at Kilo, taxi via Alpha Hotel and Charlie.
You see here that my flight director is showing a left
TBM900 Bravo, taxi to the ramp via Alpha.
a left turn there.
Piper 215 Alpha, say parking.
Parking.
November 215 Alpha, say parking. Wow, that's only happened twice in 7 years. Where is it that you would like to park the aircraft? I don't know where to tell you to taxi if I don't know where it is you'd like to park. So say the name of the parking facility where you'd like to park. Okay, stand by.
Wow, that was tough. Okay, instruments are all in the green, looking pretty good.
215 Alpha, taxi to the ramp via Kilo and Bravo, across runway 30 at Kilo.
Alright, we're going to be parking on the West FBO facilities, so I'm expecting to be exiting at by Gulf.
Number 172 Mike Charlie, taxi to the ramp via Foxtrot. Thanks for the help.
Are you
Correction
back?
via Papa.
Yeah, there we go. So, look in there.
See ya.
Okay, we can pull up the ATIS real quick while we're
Mooney 365 Echo Sierra Roger. Did you hear earlier when I said clearance on request number 2 standby? Did you hear that response?
0. Visual approach runway 20 left, 20 right,
Yeah,
in
I'm
use.
letting you know where you are on the sequence.
Departing runway 20 left, 20 right. Use caution for bird activity in the vicinity of the airport. Read back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions.
Did you copy
All VFR departures, contact clearance delivery with your aircraft type, initial heading, and...
Yeah, alright. Poor guy. I'll just pull.
Thank you.
Yeah, when people don't listen, it makes it really tough. So altimeter's 2990.
Number 365 Echo Sierra. Are you in fact flying a B-58 Hustler from the 1960s era, the low-level supersonic bomber, or by any chance are you in a BE-58 Baron?
Winds are 1908. 2990. Oh, dang.
Mooney 5 Echo Sierra Roger, cleared to the John Wayne Airport, flight heading 220, expect rate of exit.
He had to ask this one guy to say parking like 4 times.
3,000, 5 minutes
I don't know what the guy was saying in response.
Frequency 128.1, squawk 2105.
I gotta turn this up so I can actually hear him when I'm talking over myself. I think that's the same thing. Let me see. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay.
Mooney 5 Echo Sierra, fly heading 220, expect radar vectors, Seal
Hey,
Beach,
what's going on,
VLR,
Dominic?
direct.
Just doing a,
Number 5 Echo Sierra, read back correct.
you know, I'm getting ready to do an approach. It'll just be a visual.
TBM 30 Charlie, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
35-4, 3 Charlie. Alright. Into John Wayne here, so should be interesting. None of my approaches in this plane have been
515 Alpha to left turn on Bravo.
what you would say very well. They've all been fairly interesting, but we'll see. Still learning the plane. 135.4. that guy.
So it's 529 Mike, Charlie, John Wayne Tower, runway 20 left, kilo clear for takeoff, make left close traffic, report midfield downward each time.
This is a TBM900. Circle approach TBM383, Sierra Charlie 14000 with the Quebec request, 20 right visual.
Infiltrate tree, Sierra Charlie, SoCal approach Ontario, altimeter 2990, expect vectors for the visual approach runway 20 right.
We'll expect that 30 okay, so there we go.
Go 7215 Charlie.
Yeah, this is, I'm just flying FS economy, just
Level ground, runway.
It's actually pretty fun.
15 taxi via Charlie, Charlie
I just
7.
started getting back into
Delta
FS. This is
7,
like my third flight
Delta,
FS economy.
Bravo.
I felt
Cross
like since
runway
I'm going to
8
be
at Charlie
practicing
7.
flying this plane and learning it, I might as well do some FS economy while I'm doing that. So trying to kill two birds with one stone.
Number 7215 Charlie, not quite. Runway 15 taxi via Charlie, Charlie 7, Delta 7, Delta,
so currently,
Bravo, cross runway 8 at Charlie 7.
You see here, so we still got a little bit to go. Not too bad. Let's see. Let's look at our flight plan.
SoCal approach, November 630 Hotel Romeo, pick up right forward to Victorville for the I-11.
November 215 Alpha, Roger. Did you notice that you crossed runway 8 right along the way there? Yeah, it's pretty hard to miss. There'd be a whole bunch of hold short lines, and then also you crossed over taxiway Foxtrot. You'll notice the last taxiway in the routing I gave you was Bravo. There was no reference to crossing 8 right. There was no reference to Foxtrot. So please be on the lookout for that next time. Who's calling for the I-11?
November 630 Hotel Romeo.
November 630 Hotel Romeo, SoCal departure cleared to the Victorville Airport via Paradise, then is filed, maintain 4,000, expect 9,000, 5 minutes after departure, departure frequency 135.4, squawk 50, tree 1, hold for release.
Alright, we're cleared via the Papa Delta Zulu as filed, 4,000, 9,005, 35.4 departure, and 5031. 0 Hotel Romeo, and we're ready now.
Cessna 0 Hotel Romeo, read back correct, release for departure, time now 2239, clearance void if not off by 2245, if not off by 45.
We need to get
report
altitude
intentions
down.
no later than the top of the hour, change advisory frequency approved.
Clearance forward, if not up by 2245, not up by 45, report top of the hour, reporting airborne, clear for departure, 0 Hotel Romeo.
Thank you.
Boom, 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 boom. Otherwise, we're going to be doing some vectoring as we're descending.
Number 529 Mike, Charlie, runway 20 left, clear for the option. Who else was calling?
I'm going to see how long.
Number 365 Echo Sierra, go.
Yeah.
35 Echo Sierra, roger, have a good day.
I think I'm okay with everything else. Sometimes the flight controls are the ones that get me. Just maintaining flight controls and also trying to be on the radios could screw you up sometimes.
Cessna 121 Bravo Hotel, Santa Maria ground, hello there, runway 30, taxi via Hotel
So
1,
I got
Bravo
about
7.
35 miles to go. And 4 miles. I could use that too sometimes. You just got to be prepared for having backup stuff. You're like, you know, get your
TBM 30 Charlie, descend and maintain 8,000.
down to 8,000, 30 Charlie. Just hold on 1 second. I can't get this. 1 second here. Down to 8,000. Yeah, just have, you know, one of the keys is having your heading bug always on your current heading. And that way, you know, a couple things. If they tell you to make a right turn, left turn, they want you to do it right away. So basically, you hit heading mode, flip, you know, the direction, start turning. Also have everything else, you know, always, what I always try to do, and sometimes I get a little overwhelmed too, is, but especially in autopilots, every time you make any kind of adjustment here, read off everything that's selected and anything that's armed. So as I went on my descent, I went 1,000 feet descent. So now I'm going to read off, I'm still in GPS, my autopilot's engaged with the alt dampener on. I'm descending at 1,100 feet per minute, and my alt is armed, and it's armed for 8,000. Okay, my torque is a little bit high here. And so there it is. So, and then also always align my heading. And you can just do that. You can, in this plane, you can sync it just by pressing the button there. It'll sync up your heading.
Slip 01, Las Vegas ground, runway 26 right, taxi to Charlie.
And so, yeah, it takes a little bit of time. I'm going to go ahead and descend a little bit quicker so I can get down. I'm coming
departure November 630 Hotel Rome, South of Corona, airborne 1,500.
But yeah, it takes a lot of time. I mean, definitely takes.
630 Hotel Romeo, SoCal departure ident.
Ident.
I always recommend before getting on any kind of network like this.
0 Hotel Romeo, radar contact 2 miles southwest of the Paradise VOR, Ontario altimeter 2990.
There's lots of times
2990.
just jump on there and they're not learning how to fly the plane first.
Just 0 Hotel Romeo, are you doing the ODP out of Corona?
Affirmative.
Okay, thanks. I'll have higher for you when I can. I have some inbounds to Ontario.
Well, guess what? Pilotedge, even if you're not a member, don't pay for it.
TBM 30 Charlie, contact SoCal approach 128.1.
28.13. Pilotedge actually has workshops, so you don't even have to be a paying customer to.
TBM 117 Alpha Lima, Torrance, ground, runway 29 right, taxi via Echo Alpha Juliet.
In a second. And I would recommend those workshops 100%. Circular approach, TBM 383 Sierra Charlie, 11,000 descending 8,000. You can find it. It's
TBM 3 Sierra Charlie, SoCal approach, turn right heading 280 vectors, visual approach.
Right 280 for the vectors, 33 Sierra Charlie. There we go. Heading.
529 Mike Charlie, taxi ramp via Juliet.
And there we go. So
Alpha.
basically, just heading mode, and I was already ready to go. So. Okay.
Just 9 Mike Charlie, monitor
fast.
ground 120.8.
I don't want to be above. I want to be below 250, below 10,000 feet. Here, this is the.
Search at 1 Whiskey Alpha, Camarillo Tower reports 3 miles straight on runway 26.
Yeah, I would recommend that. Start at the very bottom, all about VFR. Learn about the airspace. That's the key. You know, get to know your airspace first. If you know what airspace you're flying in, that's half the battle. If you know what airspace you're flying in, you know what's required
make right crosswind departure on my
thanks for the follow. You know what's required for you, as in far as, do I need to communicate? Do I need to do this? Do I need that? Well, it all depends on what airspace you're in. So, you know, that's the key. All right, so my flight plan is pretty much done. I don't really need a flight plan. It's all going to be vectors from here anyways.
Cessna 9 Mike Charlie, roger, hold position.
Okay, coming up on 8,000. Go ahead and start I can kind of do an approach starting checklist here. Altimeters are set. I'm going to go ahead and set them at 2990. I'm closer to there. Both set. Minimums, we're going to be visual. Comms, nav, that's all set.
TBM 30 Charlie, descend to maintain 6,000.
Down to 6,003, Sierra Charlie. Alright, so down to 6,000. And so what did I was telling you earlier is every time you make a change, heading mode, I'm descending at 15 feet per minute, and my alts is selected for 6,000. I'll continue to descent. Okay, pressurization, it's all looking good. Instruments are still in the green torque set. Speed is 2542. I have equal amount of fuel.
TBM3 Sierra Charlie, descend and maintain 4,000.
Down to 4,003 Sierra Charlie. Alright, we're set for 4,000. Heading, autopilots versus descending at 1,500 feet, alts captured, and at 4,000. Alright, we're looking good.
Cessna 0 Hotel Romeo, climb and maintain 5,000.
Okay, fuel's checked. Amps, DI system's good. Inert SEP, I'm going to go ahead and leave that off for now. And I'll go ahead and put the landing lights on now. That way I don't forget later. Because I tend to forget.
TBM3 Sierra Charlie, fields 10 o'clock, 10 miles advise when you have it in sight.
Okay, so let's look for the site. We'll advise 3 Sierra Charlie. Alright, now I'm going to get a eclipse. That's not what I wanted to do. Take up Trek IR. So 10 o'clock, 10 miles. Okay, is that it right there? Yep. Yep.
Sure, ship 1 Whiskey Alpha, runway 26 cleared to land. TBM3 Sierra Charlie, turn right heading 190. Correction, turn left heading 190.
Left 19003 Sierra Charlie, field inside as well.
Cessna 0 Hotel Romeo, climb and maintain 9,000.
9,000, 0 to Romeo.
TBM3 Sierra Charlie, clear visual approach, runway 20 right.
Clear for visual 20 right 3 Sierra Charlie. Alright, so we're clear. It's just got hazy all of a sudden. It's right here. I've already overran the airport. So
Calling for the radio check, loud and clear.
Okay, I'm going to start descending here a little bit quicker. Okay, still on heading mode. I need to go about 150 to get back. I need to descend a little bit quicker. I'm doing that now. Track hour coming off. So approach checklist is completed. Final approach, landing gear, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pull my throttle back.
Landing gear.
Pretty.
Landing gear.
Sorry.
Landing gear. Landing
It's
gear.
doing that because I put the throttle way back. I need to start practicing slowing down just a little bit sooner, just because I get behind.
7215 Charlie Quebec Tower, runway 15, cleared for
Okay, so there's the runway there. I've been cleared for the approach. Next thing I want to do is put in the tower.
Departure Sierra 911 Charlie Kilo.
Want to have that ready to go. That way I can do a smooth transition to get my landing.
911 Charlie Kilo, SoCal approach, go ahead.
SoCal approach, here's 911 Charlie Kilo. Request IFR clearance from Kilo, Charlie Bravo to Long Beach, Lima Golf Bravo.
No, that wasn't very smooth.
1 Charlie Kilo on request, standby. Number 3 Sierra Charlie, contact John Wayne Tower 126.8.
Going to Tower 3 Sierra Charlie.
TBM 117 Alpha Lima, Torrance Tower. Say again the direction of flight.
Trying to get my trim set up here. I kind of goofed that, taking the autopilot off a little sooner than I wanted
TBM 7 Alpha Lima, make right crosswind departure, runway 29 right, clear for takeoff.
Alright, so going over to Tower.
Alright, clear for takeoff, runway 29 right, crosswind departures, 7 Alpha Lima.
Cessna 0 Hotel Romeo, turn
left
heading 020, intersect Victor 442, then resume my navigation.
Alright, track hour coming on, sorry for that.
Negative on heading 020 for Cessna 0 Hotel Romeo to join the airway.
Sync rate. Sync rate. Sync rate.
Nice.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Gentlemen, ground 59 Mike Charlie, would like to make a 180 here on Alpha, taxi back for close traffic, 20 left.
Cessna 9 Mike Charlie, Romeo 20 left at Kilo, taxi via Juliet and Charlie.
Alright.
Juliet Charlie 20 left at Kilo for 529 Mike Charlie, thanks south.
Amarillo Tower, Sierra Charlie, escape, clear 26 at Charlie. Number 383 Sierra Charlie, John Wayne Tower, you up?
383 Sierra Charlie's on the visual 20 right.
TBM 3 Sierra Charlie, runway 20 right, clear to land.
Clear to land, 30 Charlie. Alright.
Skip 701, contact departure.
Yeah.
I
gotta get down, okay.
Number 1 Whiskey Alpha, taxi ramp via Charlie.
I gotta get my speed down.
Charlie backtrack, they still have about the
Sorry, I was trying to concentrate on the radio, so I was waiting for a time to get in, but he called me, thankfully.
115 Charlie, contact SoCal departure.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
Over to SoCal departure.
Yeah, I was
Sync
way
rate.
too high when I turned in, so it was. That's why I wanted to get hand flying. I didn't want
Sync
to be
rate.
figuring
Sync
out exactly.
Sync rate.
Minimums.
Figure out exactly
rate.
my descent rate in
Sync
the
rate.
autopilot, so that's why I just took over.
Number
Alright, so gears down. We're gonna go full flaps.
7215 Charlie, SoCal departure, radar contact. I would suggest setting your second radio to 122.75 or a non-ATC frequency. You keep tuning other facilities. You have two different SoCal approach facilities tuned. And because of our repeaters, that's why you keep hearing yourself. Climb and maintain
Like I said, my
13000,
approaches
count,
are
altimeter 2990.
definitely something to be desired. Yeah, I could do that as well. Anyways,
115 Charlie,
been
affirmative,
clear to
climb and
land. I
maintain
got gear
13000.
down, flaps good. Throttle set a little bit fast. I'm looking for about 90 to 95 on the approach. A little bit high as well. And landing checklist
701,
is
Las
being
Vegas
completed.
departure, radar contact, say altitude loading.
Okay, looking good on the glide there. Okay, torque's just
Okay.
a little bit behind. I got to get a little bit back in the power there. Get on center line a little bit better. All right.
It's slip 701. Is there a reason you leveled off at 5? Yeah, it says at or above, so you don't need to stop the climb. You should be continuing the climb to flight level 190. That's the top altitude.
A little long.
So it's
That's
Thomas
okay.
at above 5, Baddest at above 6, etc. There's no need to level off.
Okay.
Hawthorne Tower, TBM900 Alpha Lima, out
I'll
6
take the
miles
next one. Okay.
south.
Put back in taxi range.
At 2,000, climbing to 2,500.
Yeah, every landing's its
TBM
own landing.
117 Alpha Lima, Hawthorne Tower, roger. Are you still in the Torrance class Delta?
Just passing the Torrance.
Yeah, I always forget to
Delta
start
right
slowing
now.
down.
7 Alpha Lima.
Alright, number 7 Alpha Lima. I'll
puts
put it
me
another way.
behind
You were
me.
1.5 miles inside the Torrance Delta when you swapped to the Hawthorne Tower frequency. So
It kind of puts.
you're not allowed to do that. You need to remain on the class
It,
Delta frequency that
puts
you're
me
inside
behind
of
the
unless
plane
you
a
get an
little
early
bit.
frequency change.
Too much, so I gotta just learn to
Gotcha, okay.
get
Duly noted,
myself
thanks.
slowing
7
down
Alpha
a
Lima.
little bit
Number
faster.
15 Charlie, turn right heading 340.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is stop here for a second. Flaps coming up.
Number 7 Alpha Lima, need a perfect run on the Cat 10 from this point on. Say your request.
About 5 miles south, 2,500, request northbound mini route.
117 Alpha Lima, roger.
Alright, check out coming off. Let me go
0301, proceed
through
with
my
new routes, remain
clear
outside the
runway
Bravo airspace
checklist
to
real
advise.
quick. One thing I gotta do here is turn off my
Alright, squawk 0301, remain clear of the Bravo airspace,
Weather
join
map,
the mini route,
weather-
northbound, 7 Alpha Lima.
weather radar. Alright, we're gonna go ahead.
Just 121 Bravo Hotel, Santa Barbara approach.
Standby.
Roger.
For
Squawk
some reason I didn't turn it on.
4443.
Thought I did. Okay, nav
Cirrus 1 Charlie Kilo, you ready for the clearance?
nav light coming off. Strobes can come off as well. DI systems as required.
Just 1 Charlie Kilo, do you have the Ontario Papa 9 tech route on board?
Okay, those are all off. We're gonna put our
Cirrus 1
trims.
Charlie Kilo cleared to Long Beach Airport via
Set the
Paradise.
trims for our
Then the
next
Ontario Papa 9
departure.
tech route. Maintain 4,000,
So
departure
elevator
frequency
trims coming down to
135.4,
takeoff.
squawk 4556, hold for release.
Alright, that's set. Rudder and aileron trims is centered. Alright, we can turn off the air conditioning. Actually, we'll leave that on for now. Transponder's good to go for ground. And weather radar has been standby. So.
Cirrus 1 Charlie Kilo, read back correct, how long before you're ready?
Alright, so I'm just...
Cirrus 1 Charlie Kilo, release for departure. Time now 2255 and 1/3. Clearance void if not off by 2305. If not off by 2305. Advise intentions no later than 2315. Change to advisory
I should
frequency
be on
approved.
Foxtrot right now. And yeah, so I'm on Foxtrot and so I should get, I'm going to go to basically right here. I'm just going to park right there. So once I get...
United Mike, Charlie holding short 20 left at Kilo, touch and goes.
Number 1 Charlie Kilo, read back correct. Number 9 Mike Charlie, I know you can't hear the other guy reading back because he's on an approach frequency, but if you hear the issue an IFR clearance, you just want to wait until you hear me say read back correct, because otherwise you can assume that I'm working him on the other frequency. Left close trap is approved, report midfield downward each time, runway 20 left, cliff takeoff.
The comments, make left close traffic, report midfield downwind, 20 left, cliff to takeoff, 9 Mike Charlie.
All right.
Number 1 Bravo Hotel, verify squawking 4443.
Pretty busy on the radios here. Charlie is clear. 20 right at Foxtrot. I'd like to taxi to the west FBO.
Sorry about that. Who is clear of the runway?
3 Sierra Charlie is clear at Foxtrot. I'd like to taxi to the west FBO.
Number 3 Sierra Charlie, taxi to the ramp via Bravo.
Ramp via Bravo, 3 Sierra Charlie. Blah, blah. Can't even talk. Alright. Clear as checked and clear in front of me. I'm just going to go park right here.
Boeing 15 Charlie, intercept the Ventura 046 radial outbound to Lang, then resume the Van Nuys 3 departure.
Oh, look at some guys taking off right there. Nice. That's the guy that was calling for touch and goes, I think. That plane looks like it's not even moving. Let's see if I can get ran over by a field
TBM 7 Alpha Lima, you can keep the left 270 going and then join the course northwest bound. I'll have the frequency changed to LA for you shortly.
Alright, keep left 270 you said?
Yeah, it's a left 270 degree turn, so just keep the left turn going. Now you're heading southeastbound. That's not what I want you to do. Just keep the left turn going. Rejoin the mini route northwestbound. I was about to hand you over to LA Tower.
Gotcha, okay. Keeping the left turn going for the mini route here, 7 Alpha Lima.
Boeing 7215 Charlie, contact Los Angeles, Center 125.27.
Do a shutdown check next.
Cessna 1 Bravo Hotel, try to contact 10 miles southwest of the Fellows VOR, Santa Maria altimeter 2994. I say again your flight following request.
Off, fuel selector to manual. Also,
Cessna 1 Bravo Hotel, thanks. Say altitude.
I'm doing here.
Thank you.
I want to be in flight idle. We're going to do a timer real quick. For 2 minutes, we'll start that. We'll get that rolling now.
Swoop 701, contact LA Center 124.85.
Autopilot trim's coming off. Okay, AC and bleeds coming off as well.
Cessna 0 Hotel Romeo, stand by.
Okay, we'll wait for our 2 minutes.
TBM 7 Alpha Lima, contact Los Angeles Helicopters 119.8.
Over to 119.8, 7 Alpha Lima.
Cessna 7215 Charlie LA Center, climb and maintain flight level 230. I'm going to assume that was 13,000.
FS economy, let these people out.
Stand by. 117 Alpha Lima, Los Angeles Helicopters cleared through the Los Angeles class at Bravo airspace, Los Angeles altimeter 2990.
Cleared through the Class B Bravo and 2990, 7 Alpha Lima.
Cool, 1 more minute to go.
SIP 701 Los Angeles Center, climb and maintain flight level 230.
It's the first time I got to fly on a weekend.
Boeing 15 Charlie.
It's yeah, that's okay.
To be
I mean,
6 miles
I went a long time without using it. So,
intentions.
I mean, it can give you some purpose if that makes sense. Like if you're trying to find reasons or places to fly and just if you get in a rut or whatever.
15 Charlie cleared, direct Daggett. I'm a little swamped with radio traffic, so I don't have a lot of time to make a lot of corrections. So cleared direct Daggett.
I don't want to talk over them too much, but yeah, I mean, it gives you places to fly and stuff like that, so it's kind of cool. But
9 Mike Charlie, midfield.
9 Mike Charlie, Romeo 20 left, cleared for the option.
0 left, clear for the option, 9 Mike Charlie.
Cessna 0 Hotel Romeo, go.
Alright, just about coming up on 2 minutes. So what do you think of this plane? I saw you and Black Box flying it the other day. That was pretty cool.
I have absolutely no idea.
That was a incredible landing you guys did. Well, you did.
701, contact Los Angeles, Center 124.62.
Controlling that airplane with that kind of crosswind. Alright, let's go ahead and put this thing on low idle. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this plane though. It's definitely something that you must know and must actually follow proper procedures. It's not going to be forgiving if you
Number 15 Charlie, turn left heading 060 when able to proceed direct Daggett.
Right away,
I cleared you direct Daggett, but you're on a heading that is going to take you about 20 miles south of Daggett right now.
Up or something. Alright, so I'm just waiting for about 15 seconds and I'm going to throw it to cut off.
Request frequency change to Santa Monica Tower 7 Alpha Lima.
Yeah. So, have you gotten the TBM Performance app for a tablet or for Apple or whatever?
They have it. It's
awesome. It has all the checklists in it.
Over to 120.17
charts.
Number 911 Charlie Kilo, SoCal
it's
departure.
Pretty cool. So it has all the POM checklists and everything. And that's what I use as I go
Number 1 Charlie Kilo, thank you.
Yeah, just look it up, if you're interested.
Santa Monica Tower, TBM 117 Alpha Lima, just overhead here, request northbound transition to Van Nuys.
Google
TBM 117 Alpha Lima, Santa Monica Tower.
It's called TBM Performance.
Santa Monica altimeter
2990. And turn
2990 Alpha Lima.
TBM 7 Alpha Lima is clear of the LA class Bravo.
Aux boost pump is on. That's good, so now we can turn it off. Oops.
Camera over ground, 1 Whiskey Alpha. Vision Jet 1 Whiskey Alpha, camera ground. We flight following request. We're Sears Jet Flash Golf to Van Nuys 4000.
Turn that off real quick.
Number 1 Whiskey Alpha, Roger. You can just coordinate the flight following directly with point of view runway 26 taxi via Foxtrot.
Yeah, I'm
Bravo.
pretty much flying on Pilotedge stuff, so most of the weather hasn't been bad.
26 X-ray Alpha, and we'll contact Thank you.
And so, yeah, I haven't noticed that. I'm going to turn the generators off. I don't have X-Enviro. I'm not going to buy any of that until if Active Sky ever gets their shit out there. I'll buy that.
Cessna 0 Hotel Romeo, contact Joshua approach 126.1.
Yeah, definitely. I know it's always. I think it's an hour off, so they're an hour behind real world stuff. So and that's hard to do. When you're taking off from a runway, it's easy to do. You just set your, you just come down. What I do is I'll make sure if you look here, I'll just make sure like when I'm lining up here that my field elevation matches whatever's I'm taking off from, and I'll go with that just because I can't trust the altitude to be what we're reporting on PE or whatever, but. So anyways, yeah, so that's kind of what I do. But when you're landing at an airport, you can't do that because you're already in the sky. So it's kind of hard to do. So yeah, so that was again. I knew my whole problem is just getting myself in a good position, a stable position for my approach, and that. I would say was not. When I turned the autopilot off, my nose dived and my trim was way out of whack, so it was it was pretty crazy. So anyways, I still need to work on the approaches, getting my speed down. Seems like I'm always fighting to get my speed down. I don't want to be throwing my gear out at 180 if I don't have to. I'd rather be in a more stable descent, I would say. I was pretty high, and I was wondering if he was going to get me up there higher. at my height, I should have been probably given a 300 heading to take me a little bit further away from the airport, so I could descend a little bit at a little bit slower rate. I didn't want to be descending at 2,000 feet per minute, trying to find the airport. If I didn't zoom in, I would never have found the airport. Usually, I like to try to look at the airport without zooming in, but there was no way through that haze I was ever going to find it visually. Yeah, do you have a normal stream schedule? I just stream whenever I fly, so I don't really have any kind of schedule, but I'll try to check out one of your flights. Let's take a look from outside here. Cool. I think I'm gonna end. I just sent you a follow so I can check you out, man. So yeah, I'm probably be flying this most of the time until I get bored of it, which probably won't be anytime soon. Oh, look at that! There's this guy doing touch and goes. That looks cool. All right, man. Thanks for joining the flight. Hopefully it was fun as much as it is for me to fly. I knocked out 2 flights today. Definitely learned a lot. Still trying to get my the things to remember by heart, and then going through the checklist and run it through that way. So I'm still working on it. This is probably my 7th flight. I think I'm trying to keep track, but my 7th flight in the airplane. So every time I try to learn something new and figure out something that I did wrong that I can improve on. So this last flight was mostly just the approach, getting settled down on a proper speed and angle, and not wait to the last minute to start deselling and stuff like that. All right, I'm going to end it here. Thanks again, and thanks for the follows, and see you guys later.